Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Council. Apologies, I am late. I know the chat is letting me know down below right now. But hello, everyone. Hopefully, everyone's having a fantastic day. And welcome back to another Liverpool news episode for you guys this evening. Of course, apologies, I am late. The kitchen just decided to turn on fire for some reason, anyway. But hello, everyone. Hopefully, everyone is doing all good, of course. And welcome back to the news. It has been a couple of days since we have been live as well, which has felt a bit weird. I'm not going to lie. But look, at the end of the day, we are here now. Of course, we're here to talk about the latest news, of course. As you can tell by the thumbnail and title, of course, we are going to be speaking about Alexis McAllister in due course anyway. But as you can also, as well, that you haven't seen as well, of course, we're going to be speaking about Benjamin Pavard as well. Of course, the Bayern Munich and French international has got linked to Liverpool Football Club over the last couple of days as well. We're also going to be discussing Dominic Sabazai, I believe his name is. Again, I apologies for any butchering of pronunciation. Again, the Hungarian attacking midfielder from RB Leipzig. We're going to be speaking about him as well, and potential talks of him speaking about Jurgen Klopp as well. We're going to be talking about Thiago Alcantara as well, and of course that contract situation as well. And of course we'll obviously speak and discuss about that as well. And of course it's now just a matter of time until Alexis McAllister surely is a Liverpool player anyway. But of course we do have some more news, if there is any more news to squeeze out of Alexis McAllister. Then again, of course, we are going to bring it to you guys anyway. But yes, we will be speaking about Alexis McAllister as well at the end of the show, towards the back end of the show. Anyway, but let me know how you lot are as well. Like I said, it has been a couple of days since we were live. I was planning to go live yesterday, but unfortunately, there wasn't really much news. Obviously, again, I think the biggest news coming out yesterday was, I think, Darwin Núñez having a summer off. I think that was the biggest news yesterday. But apart from that, there hasn't been much as the chat. I don't think. Again, we're waiting for bloody signings. Come on, Liverpool. We get hyped up and then you're not delivering. Come on, guys. But no, look. Hopefully we'll have some news coming in the next couple of days and weeks anyway. But let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. Not sure if obviously Mark's in. Hello, Mark. Saying not sure if not giving Thiago a new deal is wise from the club as well. We will move on to that in a brief moment, as well as we got Thiago and of course that obviously the contract situation there as well. But I hope everyone is well today. Missing the football already. Yeah, it has been a weird weekend, hasn't it? Like for me, obviously Formula One filled the weekend a little bit, but apart from that, it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't. It was pretty boring. No, let's be honest. But anyway, but hopefully everyone's having a fantastic day. Anyway, Darryl is in as well, saying Indont. I don't think Taram and Coney, it will just one of them. I see Timber going to United was at the game yesterday. Yeah, Timber isn't coming to Liverpool. I think he's going to go United if he's going to go anywhere at all. Again, Ajax might price him out a bit late, a bit a bit too much out of that as well. But who knows? Hope Rice does not go. Is not going to be wrecked if he goes to United. I think he's going to Bayern. If I'm being perfectly honest, Mark, I'd be surprised if he goes to United anyway. I think it'll either be Arsenal or Bayern. I think for Declan Rice at the minute. Later, Ken. Yeah, I was late. Apologies for being late. Hello, Connor, as well. Hello, Doug. Hopefully you're well, mate. Timely. Yeah, timely fashion as well. Yeah, no, I'm late. I know I was very late. Again, I see. I wasn't that late, chat. Again, look, to be fair, I was 10 minutes late. But look, in my defense, right, I was downstairs and I was cooking food. Not for myself, by the way, but I was downstairs, didn't realize what the time was. And then when I did see the time, I was like, crap, I've got to quickly run upstairs. And again, StreamYard is weird because obviously you guys see the snippets I cut out and that. I added all of them. When I came back upstairs, all of them had disappeared, so I had to add them back up, and again, very frustrating anyway. But again, hopefully you understand. But if you don't, tough. That's the only thing I gotta say. It's tough. But obviously that's Doug's link as well. Thank you, Mark. I think as well as Doug's link. Oh, you've been burning things. No, I haven't been burning things. We're joking, but yeah. What do you think of the Chiesa links? Too injury prone. Brilliant player. Would I like the player at Liverpool? Yeah, but the injury side of things, no. I think he's had 2 dodgy knee injuries, which at the age of 23, 24, I think Chiesa is. He might be a bit older than that. Again, I don't think Liverpool should be going near him. But again, I do like the player. Sabitz low. Yeah, is it Zabazai? Is I pronounce his name? I'm just gonna call him Dominic. That's the best way to call it, Dominic. I think that's the best way. We'll speak about him anyway in a minute. Links are going on everywhere. Summer window, man. Obviously, the market's going to be, it's going to be a busy window for Liverpool for sure. Incomings and outgoings. To be fair, but we need to be patient, Connor. Next week, I think next week, 100%. It's going to be genuinely. I think Liverpool need to just be crazy with it and just again get the deals done early, and then we can just turn around then and go, yeah, sound. Watch everyone else panic and worry. Again, I think Liverpool, the midfield situation, I think will be dealt with quickly. Obviously, McAllister being first, and then it's just then a waiting game of, are we going for Thuram and Kone? Are we going for? And I thought about this as well. Are we definitely going for Kone and then one of Thuram or Gravenberch? Because if you look at the data when it comes to Gravenberch and Thuram, they're very similar players. So I think that it's either one of it. Again, wouldn't it be nice? And properly, Liverpool should be going after Thuram and Thuram and Ryan Gravenberch, 100%. But the other problem is with that though is that's not Liverpool, unfortunately, and it's stupid, I know. But I think it'll be, as of right now, I would like Kefren Thuram at Liverpool. I think he has a massive ceiling ahead of him. And again, we talk about how the bond in the team has worked in terms of the Brazilian lads, in terms of Fabinho, Firmino, Ali, obviously Lucas before he left the club, and obviously there's been a few others as well, Coutinho as well, for example. If you want that kind of friendship and bondship in the team, look at Kanate, Kone, and Thuram. That them 3 lads are best friends. So it wouldn't be too bad. And we know Jurgen Klopp wants a French midfielder. Like, Jesus Christ, we've been after a French midfielder since about 2017, since Nabil Fekir. So again, something that Liverpool have looked at in the past as well. So who knows? Anyway, but what about Van de Ven? Nothing much on that as of yet. Be surprised if we hear much about that until it's obviously advanced, if I'm being perfectly honest. But the increased game time, we will need these players, so it seems stupid not to even consider Thiago. We'll speak about Thiago, because again, I have probably different opinions from people, maybe. I don't know. We'll speak about it in a minute. Quickly scroll up. How do you think we will line up in the attack next season? If I'm going to go first game of the season right here, right now, Luis Diaz. I'd love to say Darwin Núñez, but again, I love Cody Gakpo as well. To be fair, I wouldn't mind either one, even if it's Darwin or Cody. Darwin I would prefer, because again, I think Liverpool should play without number 9, and then Mo Salah. But I think if I was to put money on it, it would be Luis Diaz, Cody Gakpo, and Mo Salah. That would be my front 3 for the start of the season anyway. Cooking or burning? I was cooking. To be fair. Dominic from RB Leipzig looks a good player as well. He does, statistic-wise. Again, ridiculous stats, I think. Again, we'll speak about it in a moment as well. Luke's in as well. Hello, Luke, saying, I've only jumped on. I'm going to be honest, I'm getting a bit worried about how FSG will spend. I think we all are, mate. I think that's the thing, isn't it? I think, obviously, with the McAllister stuff as well, yeah, I think plenty of people are like, we're worried the fact that why isn't it done? You're hearing all the time, and obviously I'll speak about it as well. And I spoke about it for weeks again. Like we did a video back, I think about 8 days ago now, 9 days ago, saying the personal terms were agreed, and that whole report of Argentina came out and said it was done. And then now we're hearing, of course, other things and so on as well. I do think Liverpool will spend. They have to. Again, I was looking today at Liverpool's spending over the last couple of years, and Liverpool since the summer of 18-19 have not spent. Again, we spent like 60, 70, 80 million in windows. And again, you look at the outgoings as well, we've managed to either gain our money back or we've nearly done it. Like I think last season, I think we spent 100 million in total, and we gained 80 million back last season, which again, a net spend of 20 million is nothing in today's football as well. So I think, look, I think obviously there is concern there and there is worries there. Of course, absolutely understand that. I think all of us, are a bit like, will they chicken out realistically of buying? But I think, as like Jurgen said, I think in the weeks towards the end of the season, again, Liverpool need a rebuild, and it starts now. Again, Liverpool can't be complacent in the transfer window. We did that last season, and look how this season went, or the past season went. Sorry, Liverpool didn't do very well, didn't play very well because we didn't act when we needed to. And again, I think that's the same message what probably Jurgen said to the owners. Look, like, we need a midfielder. We need plenty midfielders. Again, we've had 3 midfielders leave the club, or at least 2. Yeah, 3 midfielders. We need to again replace the 3 to begin with as well. But Dal said I want 2 Ram as well. Yeah, 2 Ram would be the hopeful one. Yo, big up Con as well. Hello, Ozan. Hopefully you're doing well, mate. As well. Dominic will be hungry. Thank you, Doug. Oh, Jesus Christ. Let's see what they spend. I think 200 million. If I'm being honest, 200 million, I think FSG will spend. What I hope they spend is about 250, 300 mil. But again, that's again, that's a very ropey question and answer to give anyway. But Philip saying, I'm not banking on McAllister signing for us as well as any other player we're linked with until they've been confirmed that's a contract that's been signed. But I will keep my hopes up that we get Thornton. I don't know what that is. Or them done, sorry, as well. No, I think McAllister will get done. Of course, there is always the worry, but again, I think McAllister is done. I heard it's 50 million for McAllister bargain this summer. I think 45. I think that's the realistic target at the minute that's got spoken about. Again, I don't want to speak too much on it, chat, as well, but again, I'm going to quickly move on because I don't want to speak about the story before I do end up saying it as well. But we'll move on anyway to, of course, the first story. And we're going to speak about Benjamin Pavard, of course. Looks like he will be leaving Bayern Munich this summer. And according to Florian Plettenberg, Liverpool are reportedly one of many teams interested in Pavard this summer. Saying news, Pavard Bayern is willing to sell next to Theo Hernandez, as they know that Pavard definitely wants to leave the club this summer. It's a question of price now. First ideas about the potential swap deal plus fee or 30-40 million plus bonus payments options. These are confirmed options as well, saying Real Madrid, Barcelona, Liverpool, Manchester United, Manchester City, and Inter Milan as well. So again, let me know your guys' thoughts on Benjamin Pavard. For me, I think, look, it'd be very interesting to see. Again, Liverpool, for me, they need to look at maybe that less sided centre half, left back area. But again, you've heard, I think, there's been plenty of Liverpool reporters mention that Liverpool are looking for a centre half and a right back this summer, or that's supposedly the plan for Liverpool this summer. So again, if we can tick one off in terms of a player that can play right back and centre half, then again, I think that's pretty much an interesting concept of what we could potentially do. Then again, I think for me, I'd much rather buy an out-and-out centre half and buy a right back in that sense as well. But again, 30, 40 million euros, which again, if there is 30 million euros, I think it works out, I think 26, 25 million pounds for Benjamin Pavard. Again, I'm not the hugest fan on Pavard. I think judging from a few Bundesliga podcasts, I think again he's been a bit dodgy defensively as well. Again, though, I don't watch Bayern week in, week out. I don't think any of us do, unless of course we are a huge Bayern Munich fan. But I think, look, it is pretty much a good option to have, and I think it does, again, for Liverpool, it does massively depend on who we get rid of. If, for example, if Joe Gomez was to leave, somebody who can play centre half and play right back, again, it makes sense in that area to go and buy Pavard, because again he can do the job of what Joe Gomez can do. But again, if it is what's being rumoured at the minute in terms of Joel Matip leaving, then again I think a more out and out centre half we should be getting, which of course goes back to Van der Ven and goes back to Inacio and all these other centre halves that again. But then also when I'm saying that about Inacio is one of those players that can play centre half, left back, those types of situation. But for me, I think Liverpool should definitely be going and looking for a left-sided centre half. We haven't had a left-sided centre half properly since Daniel Agger, have we, chat? I'm just trying to think off the top of my head. I know Virgil van Dijk is obviously player on the left, and again, obviously Virgil van Dijk is the number one person I think we're all speaking about. But again, I think when we talk about a left-footed, left-sided centre half, I think probably Daniel Agger is the last Liverpool centre half to do that as well, to be fair. But again, let me know your guys' thoughts as well. Benjamin Pavard, would you like him at Liverpool as well? Because I think it would be very interesting to know your thoughts anyway. Let me quickly scroll back up. Is that where we left off? Here's a question: who thinks McAllister would have been bought if he was 60 mil? I think he would have. I think Liverpool very much wanted him. And yeah, no, I think even at 70 million, I think Liverpool would have gone for him. But looking at the rumours anyway, according to other people as well, I think again, even if it's 45 going up to 55 million, which is the rumoured price tag at the minute, again, that'd be brilliant bit of business if you get him for that type of price as well. So yeah, 100%. Again, I think it's 60 mil. That's a steal for McAllister, for being honest. I feel we will all be surprised as well. Yeah, no, 100%. Mark 100%. I bet it's about 45 mil with add-ons. That's the rumour at the minute, Luke, as well. I just hope, don't we? I hope and dream, but definitely looking into the German market. Yep, that's what Jorg was brought in for. I'm looking at the minute again. But again, I think people don't realise we've been looking at Manuel Kone, for example, I think since about 2019, 2018. So, again, you look at Cody Gakpo, for example, as well. We've been following Cody Gakpo since I think it was spoken about again. I think it was spoken about. I think 2014. I think that was the year Liverpool started looking at Cody Gakpo. So again, it's been there. It's been in the works. So there's so many players as well that, of course, we'll be looking at. Not only in Europe. As well, I think there's even talks of Liverpool was looking for Enzo Fernandez before he went to Benfica as well. So again, swings and roundabouts, doesn't it, really? But it's about time FSG went and let us buy big to keep up with the likes of City, Arsenal, Man U, etc. Yeah, exactly, 100%. What do you make of the fan getting arrested yesterday? Good, brilliant. Again, I won't bring it up on stream, the photo, of course, because again, I don't want to realistically share that about. Again, if you guys haven't seen, then of course go and check it out on Twitter. And that good. Again, I think he already had an arrest warrant out for him, or something like that. I think as well, Doug. So again, good. And I'm glad it was actually something was done about it quickly. And again, because you see the stuff that's come out since, especially from other, again, and I don't want to paint Manchester United as, all Manchester United supporters as this as well, but again, you got stupid morons and uneducated stupid morons again acting like idiots, and again, obviously it's uncalled for, it's unacceptable, and again, hopefully stadium ban and much more punishment, as well. That again, would like to speak off camera about it as well. What is it? The scene out of Game of Thrones? Shame, but throw rocks at him. Again, joking. Please don't ban me, YouTube as well. But feel about Sale as well. He deserves it. Yeah, no, absolutely, he deserves it. 100%. As well. Stupid idiot. 100% agree. That man deserves jail time and employment. Yeah, and the rest. Whilst we've got FSG, we should sell Thiago and also get rid of the £200,000 per week as well. We're going to speak about Thiago because, again, I know this Thiago conversation will divide many people on it. I know it will divide the chat as well, 100%. As well, we will speak about it in a moment, but we need to increase our squad depth, not just renew the losses as well. 100% agree, Mark. 100%. Having versatile players is great, but we need more. We need more players. Yeah, 100%. I take Tielemans on a free as a squad player with 3 midfielders. I wouldn't personally. I wouldn't. I think Yuri Tielemans. It's surprising to me how Yuri Tielemans was valued at 100 million 2 years ago, and yeah, obviously nothing materialized off of it. I just think again it's very laughable in that sense now looking back, especially when Liverpool I think got quoted. I think when we asked about Tielemans I think 2 years ago, and we got quoted. I think it was like 100 to 120 for Tielemans. Like, Jesus Christ, nobody would ever think about paying that now for him. I don't like Yuri Tielemans. Nice guy, obviously, and that, but the player side of it, no. I think he's lazy off the ball as well. But that's my thoughts anyway. If we spend 200 mil, I'll eat my hat as well. I think we will spend 200 mil, 100%. Kenny Tete links, are they genuine? Not that I know of. I seen something earlier on Twitter, but yeah, 100%. Barry saying Thuram links to PSG now, so kiss that deal goodbye. I have seen that, but what is interesting, he has turned down PSG 3 times before. So I don't know. Again, it would be interesting, of course, but again, hopefully, fingers crossed, something will be there for Liverpool anyway. But again, I would be surprised. Again, French international PSG, but supposedly he has rejected PSG 3 times, as far as we know. Anyway, but Zane Tielemans away to Villa as well. Yeah, no. Well, again, Asensio was meant to be going to Villa, wasn't he? But he's now going to PSG, so that one's a bit ropey as well. Anyway, to be fair, but we will move on anyway, chat, and let me know your guys' thoughts as well. Anyway, but we are going to move on. We are going to talk about this man, RB Leipzig and Hungary midfielder Dominic Sabazai. Again, I apologize. Or Zabazlai, I think that's how you pronounce it. Again, I apologize if I have butchered his name completely anyway. But according to an interview that he's done, anyway, again, apologies for the adverts as well. Obviously, if you want a Dyson, I think that's a hair. What's the name? Again, if you want it, then please go and buy it. But again, as you can see, about a 9-goal Bundesliga star announces he wants to play for Liverpool boss Klopp. Now, going a bit on the down on the interview part as well. Let me move to the adverts away and click that away. There we go. Saying RB Leipzig star Dominic Szoboszlai has opened the door to a move to Liverpool by insisting he would love to work with Jurgen Klopp. Liverpool are expected to spend some serious money over the course of the transfer window after a stuttering season saw them miss out on Champions League football. Now, going quickly down, of course, but as you can see there, the Hungarian international registered 9 goals and 13 assists in the season just gone, putting him in contention for a summer move. And now he has admitted that he wouldn't mind working for Klopp. He did say it will certainly be a special experience to work under Klopp. Szoboszlai tells Index, as it would be for under Manchester City boss Pep Guardiola or Roma's Jose Mourinho. He did also go on to say as well, I don't know what they would be able to get out of me relating few footballers have given all this opportunity. However, only the best, I believe, can reach that level, and it would be great to work with any of them one day. So let me know your guys' thoughts, of course, on this as well. Again, I think judging from it, the overall feeling, I think, around the player, again, I think Newcastle are the biggest ones that are being spoken about. I think Fabrizio Romano mentioned that there is a 70 million euro release clause with RB Leipzig. If anyone, of course, did want to pay that, I think that's the price that RB Leipzig are going to be looking for as well with that. So again, are Liverpool interested? Of course they would be, 100%. But look, I think for 70 million euros, I personally think there are better options out there. I know plenty of people have gone, oh well, he's like he's a Kevin De Bruyne type player, and sure, he probably is. Again, I haven't watched week in week out of him. I've saw highlights of him, of course, but again, I just don't think Liverpool, a Liverpool there or thereabouts with him. Again, I don't know. But again, judging from what Fabrizio Romano said and what I think Florian Plintenberg mentioned with him as well, that Newcastle are the ones that are majorly on him. And they've been very, very much on him in terms of scouting, in terms of development and progress, obviously. And again, obviously with Newcastle having Champions League football, again, that massively helps that case as well. To be fair, but let me know your guys' thoughts. Would you like Dominic at Liverpool as well? I was going to say his last name again, but again, I don't want to butcher it as well. But again, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below, because again, it would be interesting if, of course, Liverpool did put a bid in, and would Szoboszlai want to join Liverpool and work with under Jurgen Klopp as well. But let me quickly scroll back up because the chat has just gone up. Where are we by? Right, there we go. Jackson, hello Jack, saying big up chat, run those likes up chat as well. Yeah, if we could, please get to 20 as well, guys. That's the minimum as well for the stream, so we can get to 20 likes. Very much appreciated as always. Big up chat, run those likes up. Rob is in saying as a right back signing would excite me because that would point to Trent taking a midfield spot in my eyes as well. I think that's with obviously Pavard as well. I think plenty of people have their thoughts as well, Rob as well. But evening, Jack. All right, Rob and chat as well. Hey, Mark, hope you're well. Quickly scroll back down. There we go. Inacio, great player. No, he is. And Inacio would be my preferred centre half for Liverpool, 100% for the summer. Such a great tool having a left-sided centre back in the team, offers so much versatility. Look at Ake at City. Sorry, yeah, exactly. Ake's probably apart from Haaland, has been City's best player. I'd say the past season anyway. So again, hopefully that will be that case anyway. But hello, Jack. Hope you're doing well. Uni mate, I know come back on content. Looking forward to you being regular when you've all finished as well. Yeah, Jack. Where have you been, lad? No, kidding, of course. I think he's gonna hate me for saying. Anyway, but yeah, they're all kidding aside. Anyway, what else we have? Wasn't the right place to bring that but I don't know what's that's involving. Again, I don't really know. What else do we have? Do, do, do. Quickly scroll back up. Again, the chat's just going mental. Hang on, chat. Missed people out by where we play. No player should be going to PSG with no Messi or Neymar next year. That's the only reason I would go if both players were there. Well, PSG are in the mud. Mbappe won't be there in the next 12 to 18 months, I would think. But yeah, no, I think for sure PSG. Is Neymar actually leaving? I'm not sure whether or not if he is going. I know Messi's going, obviously, but I don't know whether or not if you know if Neymar's going. I'm selling Thiago in the window if we get an offer as well. We'll speak about that in a minute. It's a lovely place, Doug, just in the middle of nowhere. Fort Williams, especially. I'm in agreement with Jack. I would too as well. We'll move on to Thiago in a minute as well and speak about that situation. Because again, I think people would, it's going to be interesting, isn't it? Say that again, Connor, 5 times very quick. No, thank you. Absolutely not. Yeah, I'm in agreement with Jack. If the right offer comes in with Thiago, not any offer though as well. We'll speak about that in a minute. Liverpool already put a bid of £13.88 for the striker, lads, as well. Hello, Luke. Hopefully you're well, mate. I haven't spoken to you today. But yeah, hopefully you're doing well, mate. No Fredo a part of that deal, Luke. I'm a bit disappointed with that, if I'm being perfectly honest. But I wouldn't mind working for Klopp. I would wonder if he needs office cleaning as well. Just asking it. Going to be an increase in games being played next year. So without squad depth, can we compete? It's a bit iffy. It's a bit, isn't it? Because with if injuries aren't a problem, then yeah, sure, 100%. But injuries are, again, it's an unwashing with Liverpool and injuries. What's the right word I'm trying to think of? Unholy thing that with Liverpool and injuries. Yeah. So again, of course, Liverpool are going to need squad depth anyway. Of course, that's 1892. Yeah, they are on I think they're on 800 now as well. So go and subscribe, guys, as well. If anyone's new, as well, go and subscribe over to the lads' channel as well. Say his name again, mate. Go away. Just go away. Zabazai. Is that how you say his name? Again, I'm gonna absolutely butcher everyone's names this summer. Anyway, this has to be a good end to this ridiculous transfer fees. Not sustainable. Every single player 70 plus million. Well, again, we're not. Again, Liverpool, I don't think are being stupid with that. If you listen to Twitter, that's what we should be doing. Or at least we should be going and was it spending? I think £100 million per player. If you listen to Twitter, anyway, but yeah, 100%. Anyway, but congratulations on 800 subs. Yeah, go and subscribe to the lads as well. Obviously, do amazing content over there as well. So, of course, go and subscribe and then unsubscribe. No, I'm kidding. Of course, don't do that. Don't do that. They'll hate me for doing that. But if we do get McAllister for under 55 million, that's a steal, 100%. Again, hopefully that will get some. I'm waiting for Paul Joyce to turn around and go, "Yep, Liverpool done, agreed, everything's done. We're just now waiting for official confirmation," and then we just get teasers all day from the Liverpool account. That would be amazing. But yeah, hopefully that will happen tomorrow as well. But again, we can all hope and dream. Anyway, when it comes to Alexis McAllister, anyway, but 4 more likes as well, chat as well. Yeah, if you could, very much appreciate it as always. I'm going to quickly double check something a minute. As I don't know, I'm saying that Neco Williams is having dinner with Ronaldinho as of right now as well. But it will be a sad day when Connor can't read out every single comment. Again, I try and read out everyone's. I don't. Again, some of them I don't, but Calling to win a jack and redirecting the conversation. I do it all the time. It's just the past time, isn't it? Chat as well. Got blanks me messages through the week. That's complete. That, do you know what? That is fabrication. That is. I'm gonna sue you, Makundo, for defamation of character. That's what I'm gonna do. That's probably the wrong thing to sue for, but nevertheless. Either way, I think Real Madrid are going to have a busy summer. Yeah, no, of course, with Benzema leaving the club, that's huge in that sense as well. I, well, if you listen to reports, there's certain things coming out saying that Bobby Firmino rejected Real Madrid. So if that's true, that's quite funny. I'm being perfectly honest. But yeah, who do Madrid go for in that sense? Harry Kane, Victor Osimhen, Darwin Nunes. No, I'm kidding, of course. Again, who do they go for? I think they'll obviously try for Harry Kane, 100%. But it wouldn't surprise me if they try and go and get Mbappe again. But yeah, but for me, I'd put money on Harry Kane. But I wouldn't be surprised if they did put 150, 200 million on Kylian Mbappe. I forgot his name then. To be fair, sell Cavalli for 20 million. I think that was Jack's reaction. Both Mark Benzema, Asensio, are leaving. Yeah, they need strikers at the club, 100%. Heard a rumor that FSG have stated the meeting with Alexis McAllister and his reps. He's been promised 5 Freddo bars a week, 3 Ribenas, and a choice of mac and cheese or baked beans from the canteen as well. Was it Carol and Caroline treating them in the VIP experience as well in the canteen? So I think that's the deal I think we're going for anyway. To be fair, Luke as well. Let me quickly scroll back up. Jack saying Madrid will go on a mad one this and next summer. Would like them to buy Erling off City. Yeah, I think that's the angle. I think, if we're being perfectly honest, but then it's that question again: how much does Erling Haaland cost Real Madrid? Will it be 200 million that's got spoken about already with that weird release clause as well? That would be a weird. I think that's a price tag that might happen. But then again, if Real Madrid do go after Kylian Mbappe again, it does make you think of, once again, where's the money come from again. And even this summer, if they are going to go after and buy Jude Bellingham, and they do spend 100 million on a striker, that I think they'll have to do. You hear of the rumours of they want a left back as well. They also want another winger at the club as well. Again, it's Madrid are going to probably spend 300, 400 million on 3-4 players at least, maybe as well, if you listen to the rumours. Anyway, but hopefully Barca take Pep and Madrid take Haaland, and we can all get on with our lives as well. Yeah, we can live on with normality. I think that's the best thing to say anyway. But F off, what crossover universe dinner date is that? That's a weird one. What about Curtis Jones hanging out with Dr. Dre as well? Yeah, no, I did see that. I think they even did an interview on, was it Liverpool website as well? There was also stuff there. But yeah, Dr. Jones will see you soon. Jesus Christ. What else we have? Let me quickly. They want Kai Havertz. Yeah, I said this, and I will say this to Jack. I said this to Jack. I don't rate Kai Havertz. Personally, I don't. This will start another argument in the chat. I think Kai Havertz is an awful player. Again, I know that Jack would probably scream at the telly going, what? And that. But for me, Kai Havertz, he's so bad, man. I just don't think he's a good player. In my honest opinion, anyway. But again, I might get a bit butchered for that. I do think anyway, to be fair. But yeah, I just don't think he's good. In my honest opinion, anyway. To be fair, I did say once that Paston Daka might make it in the Premier League. So again, don't listen to me as well. To be fair, I'm gonna chat. Connor told me he wants to avoid Jack's messages. There's a rumor that Jack likes. Okay, I'm not reading the rest of that out. For God's sake, Luke. Everyone, please go and unsubscribe from 1882 Reds TV for that comment anyway. But that'll be a bit weird if that was to happen, Luke. Anyway, but obviously Jack lad as well. Yeah, of course. Hello, Lant. Hopefully, you're well, mate, as well. Obviously, first time I've seen you since the end of the Premier League season. How are you faring up? Actually, to be fair, Ant, is it true you're getting Steven Gerrard as manager? I did see earlier on. Again, I'll watch the video later on. But yeah, but yeah, um, it's going to be bad for Leicester, isn't it? It's going to be really, really bad for Leicester. I always seen Haaland moving on as well. I always see him. I think he'll move to Madrid in the next 2 years. Unfortunately, we got him for a little bit, which is absolutely annoying. Anyway, but a link to Leicester, FML, I'll give up if we get him as well. I don't know who that is with anyway. Obviously, Ant's link as well. Please come and subscribe. Got to go now. Bedtime. Back doing shows from tomorrow. All the best, everyone. You never walk alone as well. Yeah, go and subscribe over to the lads' channel as well. And like I said, then unsubscribe as well. But Yusuf will love you. I don't care. Havertz is so bad, man. I know Yusuf will hate me for it, but again, I think he's so bad. Kai Havertz. Again, just don't add it in the chat as well. But no King Kai as well. Send me the link. I'm not sending you the link tonight. I'm not. You're not having the link tonight. To be fair, Kai Havertz is overrated. Yes, Doug. See, Doug knows. Doug absolutely knows. But yeah, 100%. Jesus Christ. What else we got? Jack's response, Solanke. I think that's Solanke, but no one else could be it. Jesus Christ, Dominic Solanke. Jesus Christ. Was it when I think the last day of the season? I was like, oh yeah, I think I put a bet on Dominic Solanke getting a hat trick against Everton. That clearly worked out, didn't it? But yeah, absolutely wonderful, isn't it? Why leave that message up? Look, people can read. They can read in the chat as well. So again, look, they're not going to get banned off it anyway. Hopefully, anyway. But King Kai must stay. Oh Jesus, yeah, let him stay, 100%. But he's absolutely awful. Don't want him at all. But we'll back him. But if it turns toxic with him, it'll turn grim as well. Yes. Well, what's happening with? I know we're talking a little bit about Leicester. Obviously, I will still talk about Liverpool stuff. What happened with Graham Potter then? I thought Graham Potter was all but done. But yeah, let me know. What else we got? Tory Bunch going to get a scouser in charge scenes. Well, as I'd say with the Leicester Tories jokes, couldn't be further from it as well. You know it's true, Ant. You know it's true. Okay, of course. Kai Havertz looks like Cal Freezy. Jesus Christ. That, to be fair, I can see it. 100% I can see it. Yeah, 1,000% I can see it. Jack saying Potter should be the manager for them. Yeah, I agree. I'm surprised it isn't Potter, to be fair, either. Anyway, but we'll move on anyway. Of course, we'll speak on Thiago Alcantara as well. Now, Neil Jones has come out and said that Thiago is unlikely to be offered a new contract at Liverpool with only a year left on his deal. And of course, this does go back and does slightly backtrack to what was reported, or reportedly Liverpool were looking at back in January, and of course, Liverpool supposedly had started contract negotiations with Thiago. But I agree. I don't think Liverpool should be rewarding Thiago with a new contract. Look, I love Thiago Alcantara. I think when he's fit, he is Liverpool's best midfielder currently. With the current crop of midfielders that we've got there. But and that's the big problem. When is he fit? Barely ever. I think if you look at the um, appearances per injury stat that was going around the other week for Wijnaldum, and then of course it got compared with Thiago and Naby Keita as well. I think with every injury that Thiago has, he plays I think 13, 14 games, and then he gets injured again. That's something that Liverpool can't be having anymore. And look, of course, I think Liverpool should keep Thiago around for this season. Again, I think his numbers would 100% be a lot lower if Liverpool get the midfielders that I think we all hope and dream for. But again, it's the fact that we can't rely on Thiago week in, week out. I think Liverpool, of course, Liverpool should 100% go back to that thing of Thiago as a luxury item for Liverpool. And I think that's what he should be 100%. But should Liverpool sell him? No, I don't think so. But again, it's not a good model in that sense of should Liverpool sell him to gain money, to gain of course funds off the sale? Yeah, 100%. But again, if can you afford to replace Thiago? Yeah, you could. But can you replace him for, let's say, £20 million? Probably not. In the transfer window, you're looking probably minimum 40 million at that stage. So again, is it better to potentially keep Oldham for a year? Yeah, I think it is 100%. So, but in terms of a new contract, I would agree. I think Liverpool need to be able to move on from Thiago and not offer him a new deal in that sense as well. But again, like we're talking about in terms of um, giving him a new contract and in terms of him staying, yes to both. Liverpool shouldn't be offering him a new contract, and he should stay for at least one more season. Anyway, in my opinion, to be fair, but there is no way we let his contract run down as well. There's an easy 10 to 15 million in resale value in him as well. Yeah, I get that. And again, it's not a great business model to have in terms of letting everyone go on a free. But uh, again, you look at it, who buys Thiago for 10, 15 million? Barcelona? Did Barcelona come in? I think that's the only team that has got even linked to Thiago over the last, I think, 12 to 18 months. Again, I think you look at, I think was it Galatasaray as well, also got linked a couple of months ago. But apart from that, there hasn't been anyone else that has been linked with Thiago. But yeah, I would agree, Jack, 100%. But Potter's priority for Jared is on the list of 6 as well. Jesus Christ. I'd sell Carvalho over Thiago as well as Gary. Thiago's a good player. Injuries have played a part, but would still make a good backup sub as well. Yeah, 100%. Who's that, Gary? Lol, with a buyback clause, maybe. I think that's with Carvalho. I think to be fair, Ruthless Club moves Thiago on. True, 100%. A Ruthless Club would replace Thiago as well, but again, Liverpool tend not to do that in that sense as well. To be fair, but sometimes you have to be ant as well. Yeah, absolutely. No buyback clause as well, but for Carvalho, I would disagree with that. I think Carvalho 100% needs to have a buyback clause because again, if he's amazing and he goes, for example, to Leipzig and does perform awfully well, or tremendously well, I should say, then again, Liverpool should have a buyback option in that 100%. I think it's stupid not to have one back, but someone would pay that, maybe a Newcastle potentially. Again, I think Barca though. I think Barca would, if you went to Barcelona and went right, you could pay £10 million for Thiago Alcantara. I think they take it, but of course, at the moment, their main priority is Leo Messi, which, if you listen to reports, Barca are going to miss out on Messi. So again, it swings and roundabouts, really, doesn't it? In terms of that. But again, I just think that Thiago stuff, for me, I would keep him around for one more year. But yeah, I wouldn't. Of course, I wouldn't do anything else in that regard anyway. Why is that not popped up? There we go. Johnson saying high thoughts on Kenny Tete. Again, I haven't seen much on it, if I'm being honest. If anything has come out, let me know, guys. But I think there was a report, I think yesterday or the day before, saying that Liverpool wanted him or Liverpool were looking at him. Again, I haven't seen much on it, if I'm being honest. The Thiago deal, I still feel left questions. Questioning it, was it a profile midfielder that we had at the time? We knew the injury record, but it was worth the risk. Well, you look at it, 5 million a season. I think we looked at it. I think everyone, was it the 2020 Champions League? I think everyone looked at it and went, "Oh, Liverpool could potentially do it," because again, we were paying 20 million. I think everyone expected Gini Wijnaldum to be moved on that particular summer as well, and it was the fact that Liverpool didn't, Liverpool hasn't acted upon other situations. Like again, we've been waiting for Jude Bellingham, blah blah blah. But I think with Thiago, it was the sense of, okay, who's one of the best midfielders in the world? Thiago was back then, as well, still is in many cases. But if he can just change Liverpool in like certain areas against a low block or certain other areas that again we didn't need, because I think when Thiago come in, we didn't have that type of player at the club, and I think obviously, I think when you look at it, the centre back problem really caused Liverpool problems. Because again, we were top of the league at Christmas, and that I think we were 2 points clear. Was it 3 points clear at the top of the league as well? So again, I think obviously there's plenty of questions around that. I think Thiago at the time was a good signing. I just think we should have moved on by now as well. But again, I think that's I think obviously there's different conversations as well that you would have around that situation as well. Yeah, 100%. But what else do we have? If you put him in the shop window, someone will bite. Who's that regards him with? And let me know. Klopp might try and use Thiago differently if we have I think two sentiments like Cole and Fabinho sitting behind him as well. Maybe. I think he played as a 10 for Bayern, didn't he, at times as well? But City fans in leave it, leave it. It was a joke from Jack. No point digging into it. Only ever ends up lines being crossed. Again, I don't know. Again, obviously, it was meant as a joke. Please don't be, um, again, horrible in the chat as well. But yeah, please be respectful in the chat as well. I want us to buy Kone. He cost a relatively little as 30 million. Yeah, I think 35 million. But yeah, let me know. Okay, I think kind of what formation will be next season? 3-4-3, 3-4-3-3. I think somewhere around there as well. Yeah, 100%. And no, I'm unsubscribing. I can give it, but not take the slot as well, mate. I don't know what you're on about. If I'm being perfectly honest. Again, like I said, please be respectful to one another as well. Again, we have a laugh, we have a joke in this chat as well. Nothing's meant. If of course I've said something, or if someone else said something, again, as Doug said, please be respectful. But look, we haven't said anything, I don't think. In the chat as well, but again, sorry if you feel that way as well, mate. I'm not over fussed about Trent moving into midfield. Again, I don't think he will be moved into midfield. This new role, I think, will be just moved again. Liverpool, if Liverpool get the right midfielders, then I think again Liverpool will move back to the 4-3-3. I think that's pretty easy to go by as well. But 35 million euros, yeah, I think for Kone, I think that's the price. 35 million, somewhere around there anyway. But we're going to move on anyway, chat, and talk about Alexis McAllister. Of course, we're going to quickly brush over, of course, what Fabrizio Romano has spoken about in terms of course, of course, Alexis McAllister, as you can see, but they're saying Alexis McAllister to Liverpool will be a bargain or bargain signing, as Fabrizio Romano mentioned. Also saying contract length and salary are agreed with the player. The clauses are on the final details to sort out. Then Alexis McAllister will be a new Liverpool player. They are prepared to pay the release clause right away, which is less than £60 million as well, which of course, like we mentioned earlier, the rumours at the minute is around 45, going up to 55 million as well. Which of course would be a very good signing for Liverpool if that was the case as well. But also, of course, Fabrizio Romano also saying it's a very good deal for Liverpool. The timing is very clear next week for Alexis McAllister transfer as well. So again, we're all hoping on Monday, which is tomorrow, of course, there will be something from Paul Joyce or someone say that something is confirmed. Of course, Alexis McAllister's dad or agent, of course, has come in over the weekend to sort the final things out. But again, hopefully, we need to get the deal done, and hopefully, fingers crossed, it will get done over the next couple of days as well. Anyway, but do you think you need a proper right back, well as Trent in the squad? Maybe. I think Calvert Lewin. I don't know why I'm thinking of Calvert Lewin my head, but probably. I think we all thought Calvin Ramsey might have been that as well, and a study for Trent. But again, I think it again. You look at Pavard, that might be an option for Liverpool, absolutely 100%. But Alexis is the man as well. I'm going to call him Maka as well. But baller, Alexis will be better player than Jude. I have been saying this for months, not just because he's signing for you as well. Yeah, you have been. To be fair, Ant was the first player that said to me that first person, sorry, who said to me that was like, yeah, Jude Bellingham, Liverpool shouldn't be happening, but now of course Alexis McAllister's happening as well. But Mac will be quality signing as well. Yeah, absolutely 100%. One is buzzing with the signing corner as well. I think everyone would be as well. To be fair, Gary, but yeah, I'm looking forward. Hopefully, he will be a Liverpool player in the next couple of days anyway. But who thinks might go to Man United? Yeah, I do. I think he will go United. Again, if you listen to the reports, United are willing to give him the 350, the £300,000, sorry, that he's been asking for. So again, I think look, it's pretty much. I think for me, I think look, it's pretty much, it's very much the sense of Liverpool wanting to get the deal done early, and again, hopefully everything will be done right and not mucked up anyway. But what we have, he's going to be so confused when people stop him and say, what's happening, Maka? As well. Yeah, no, absolutely. I think that's why everyone's going to call him Maka as well. But yeah, hopefully you'll get nicely settled in as well. But Thuram's price, 50 million quid. Yeah, around 40, 50, I think, at the minute as well. But Mac, Kone, Thuram, all combined 130, 140, around there. Yeah, 100%. I think that's you look at that, you've got three top quality players for Jude Bellingham price. I think that's what we all wanted in that sense. So hopefully, of course, that would be hopefully a thing that we look at. But after stream, check DMs, mate, as well. I will. Thank you, Ant, as well. Dumfries is a good right back for Liverpool. Could be. Obviously, the Dutch connection with obviously Virgil and, of course, Gakpo as well. Could potentially. Is Castagna available for buttons as well? As Anta said, but yeah, Castagna is absolutely honking as well. Yeah, he is crap. Yeah, he is crap. As Anta said, but very poor. Yeah, again, wasn't he a right mid? Didn't he play in midfield, Ant, and then got moved to right back or right wing back in that sense? But yeah, Kone Thuram by Cedric Keita, I think it says as well. It says Raz as well, but I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, no. Thuram, McAllister, and of course Thuram, Kone, McAllister. That's the hopeful one anyway. But yeah, he got player of the season at Leicester. Did he really? Jesus Christ, I didn't know that anyway, but I like his name as well. So Vase of Flowers anyway. But guys, big thank you to all of you guys that have tuned in for tonight's show anyway. We have been live for an hour, I think. Yeah, bang on an hour as well. So very much appreciated. As always anyway, big thank you to all of you guys. If you're new around here as well and do like the content, then please hit that subscribe button. Apologies to anyone that has been upset with the content or anything like that. Again, I apologize if I've said anything or if anything else has said anything and I'm go on to it. Again, I apologize in that sense. Let me quickly bring it up. Yeah, we're on 30 likes, guys. So if we can get to 40, very much appreciate it as always. Let me quickly read the last few comments of the stream. What else do we have? He got player of the season because Leicester fans all voted for him because it's funny. Bloody hell. That's not good, is it? Thumbs up from Rob, and one is not enough at centre back as well. Maybe Liverpool might sign a proper centre half and another full back centre half in that area as well. Of course, like I said, Gonzalo Inacio for me is the one that Liverpool should be all over this summer anyway. But like I did say, guys, hopefully you have a fantastic rest of your weekend, wherever you are around the world, of course. We'll be live probably tomorrow with more news, of course, if anything does come out about Alexis McAllister. Of course, we'll be the first. We'll be live straight away, hopefully, with the news, of course. And hopefully, we will hear news tomorrow, maybe, for the start of the week. Or, of course, we might hear about somebody else as well. But, of course, if there is any news, we'll let you guys know anyway. But if you're new around here as well, then please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button as well if you're new. And yeah, I will see you all tomorrow, guys. I've been Connor from the COP Council. I will see you all then. Ta-ra.